So today I'm going to do like a live reading. I'm just going to shuffle some cards, mostly oracle cards for the for advice of the day, and maybe also looking at tarot. So let's see. Okay, let me shuffle the cards. What's the advice? About ghostlands. Okay, I can pull a few more cards. Ghostlands. Ride the wave. Can I have a couple more cards? Golden Palace. Okay, maybe one or two more cards. Anything else? Okay, we'll try a different deck right now. And look at the animal oratory deck. See if there is some more message. Got sacred boundaries. Okay, can you clarify this? Sacred boundaries. Answered prayer. Let me look for some more advice. Okay, so I have claim your power, shake, release, and heal, and focus on the big picture. So, okay, let's start with the initial cards that I called Ghostlands, Ride the Wave, and Golden Palace. So, what this tells me is like right now, it may feel like a period when you are left out in the cold, or a period of where you're forced to stay still because it's like kind of like it reminds me of frozen solid, and also there is a time on the clock, so it feels like it's like a standstill with respect to time, like a feeling that things are not really changing in your life. And so the advice is to like go with the flow, like ride the wave, um, to take each day as it comes and to keep moving forward. And this actually going to lead to the golden palace, which indicates prosperity to me. So the other advice that I got were sacred boundaries and answered prayer. So there is a need to maintain boundaries at this time. So look at this tiger. The tiger is inside a yellow circle. So it's almost like someone is trying to reach this tiger. So you might be trying to leap into something. Like it could be like a creative endeavor, it could be anything, a relationship, or in general moving forward in life. And this card is talking about maintaining your strong boundaries while you're doing that and protecting yourself from any kind of interference from the outside. And this actually leading to answered prayers. And this card, I don't know, there are a lot of tools in this card. So if you see there are two hands here, and so also I it feels that there are two animals and there is also a heart. So it almost feels like there is these two cards, see the similarity between these two cards. There are two hands coming up and there is like this yellow circle with something in between. So this is really talking about some kind of uh, some kind of union in terms of love, because there is a heart and the tools, so what this is saying is if you can maintain your boundaries and keep moving forward without letting anyone interfere in your business, you're going to come into union with someone else in terms of love. And even when it comes to love, um, you will have to keep maintaining these boundaries even when there are two of you and you are in union. These boundaries will still have to be maintained because there might be interference. And look at this heart being delivered by someone. So it almost looks like it's a like the divine handing you something. It's really beautiful. And the next one is, okay, if you've been through like a healing journey, especially from the past, it says shake, release, and move on. And this is also a deer. So a deer, you may have heard this adage, like a deer in front of a spotlight. The spotlight, the car spotlight. When you switch on the car, and if the deer comes, the deer will freeze, right? So you may have been in a situation in the past where you may have had a freeze trauma response because of some abusive situation. And what this is saying is, despite that, heal from that situation and keep moving forward. And while doing so, focus on the big picture. Um, See, there is like a light from the tower, right? So it's really about like looking at the entire situation, about the situation where you may have had a very difficult trauma response um, from a higher perspective. And by doing so, you're able to claim your power from the situation. So when we have these kind of, when you've been in a very abusive situation, right? What happens is that it's kind of like a part of our soul is taken by that. I don't know if you've heard of like in spirituality, it's called soul retrieval. You're retrieving your soul back, from some situation or a person who took it from you in a way. And mostly it's unconscious, like you're giving it unconsciously, right? Like when a situation which is extremely difficult or extremely um, traumatizing happens, some parts of us shut down also in response to it. And when you recover those parts of us, then we can that is what is mean by claiming the power, because we are now claiming those parts back and being more whole again. So that is the advice for the day. I hope it helped. Thanks.